Hi everyone, I'm Mike Rodriguez.
And I'm Leah Rennie, and this is our presentation on Chipotle Mexican Grill.
So before we really get into it, we just wanted to give a little bit of a company background here. Chipotle was founded in 1993 by Steve Ellis. His first location was in Denver, Colorado, and one speed bump that he faced on his way to this stardom and booming business that Chipotle is today is that his prices were way too high. After lowering the prices and understanding the consumer and where they're coming from, Chipotle has taken off. Their slogan today, and as it has been for so many years, is food with integrity. That's something they really hammer home throughout all their social media platforms and all of their advertising. And it's something that we honed in on in our presentation. So aside from the great tasting burritos and burrito bowls and things like that, what truly differentiates Chipotle from the rest? Well, some of the main strengths of Chipotle is that they have this consistent message of having the freshest products made from the best ingredients in the world. And in the fast casual food category and the fast food category as a whole, that's something that consumers love. As you can see in this picture, it's easy to tell that they have a widespread popularity amongst people among all ages. Both millennials, families, and older people love Chipotle. And most importantly for us as presenters and as social media whizzes, I guess, it was cool to see that Chipotle had strong social media presence already on several different platforms, including Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, although they do have some strengths, they do have a few weaknesses. Despite lowering their prices after time in the beginning, they do have some higher prices compared to competitors. They also have limited menu options, which can be seen as both a strength and a weakness. And they also have minimal traditional advertising, and by that we mean you don't really see their ads on TV at all, but mostly on social media. What we have laid out here is our social media audit for Chipotle. As we mentioned before, they're really active on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Twitter has close to 1 million followers, Instagram has almost 500,000 followers, and Facebook has over 3 million likes. Their YouTube, on the other hand, may have a lower number of followers, but for a food company that has a YouTube channel with 84,000 followers, that's something to be very proud of if you're Chipotle. In terms of weekly activity, they stay pretty active throughout the week. For the Twitter account, they post about 3 to 4 tweets per week, Instagram with 2 to 3 posts, and Facebook with 2 to 3 posts. The YouTube page posts monthly, but those videos are usually longer, and the process behind making those videos is much, much longer as well. Those average engagement numbers you see, they may look low, but that's something that we plan to increase in this presentation. So who does Chipotle have to worry about out there in the food category? Well, being in the fast casual food category, they have to really worry about people like Panera Bread, Jimmy John's, and those are outside of the food they make. But in terms of the same type of food, they have to worry about Qdoba, Moe's, and Taco Bell. Now, as you can see here, Taco Bell really, really outranks everyone else in terms of following. On Twitter, they have close to 2 million followers. On Instagram, they have over 1 million followers. And on Facebook, they have almost 10 million followers, which is crazy to think about. Now, while they may lead the way in terms of numbers, Moe's, Qdoba, Jimmy John's, and Panera do have big followings on those platforms as well. And although they may not be as large as Taco Bell, they still have a big crowd. With that being said, there was one target audience that we want to keep in mind for Chipotle throughout this campaign and throughout this presentation. We believe that Chipotle's main target are people ages 16 to 24, or millennials, both younger and older. These are people that are active on popular social media platforms like the ones that Chipotle are already excelling on, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. They're willing to spend money on food often, and they're passionate about current food trends that they hear through word of mouth, as well from their friends, and even celebrities.
Although Chipotle has had much success within their social media platforms and standing out from their competitors, they did face one tough obstacle this year. Chipotle's E. coli breakout really gave the company a hardship. The E. coli contamination sickened 55 people in 11 states. This was a cause from a common meal item or ingredient served at Chipotle's Mexican Grill restaurants, and this really hurt the company because the profit fell by 82%. Revenue declined so much from the previous year, and it's really hurt them as a company. As you can see from the photos to the right, a lot of news companies covered this E. coli scare. CNN had a spot where Chipotle temporarily closes 43 locations, and the Food Poison Journal also covered the story as well. So our goal, with that being said, is to regain the trust of our clients and maintain a healthy image. This brings us to our first strategy. find new social media platforms to utilize effectively. Our first tactic is to introduce VSCO. You may be wondering what VSCO is, and it's a community for expression. VSCO lets users create and keep photo collections all in one place while providing access to those collections to other users for photo discovery. With that, we'll be able to connect with their audience through photography. VSCO posts visuals of photos, brand image, and represents freshness through a photo. The next strategy is to improve current social media platforms. This brings us to our first tactic, and is to create a more user-friendly blog. And with this blog, we'll be able to connect with our audience on a more personal level. As you can see from this photo, it's a current picture of their blog, and it's just a big block of writing. There's not even paragraphs, it's just a block of writing. And it's for a social media promotion, it seems like, but there's not much to it, and no one's gonna take the time to write it. It was really long on the screen, and the few comments this blog post did have, you can see from the photo, someone commented, "Who wants to see giant blocks of text? Why don't you explain what the content is about? Who runs this account?" So how can we improve the blog? Posting questions to our blog will help us engage with our audience. With this, the audience can respond with our questions with humorous gifts, and most importantly, we'll be able to face criticism from the E. coli breakout in a more casual way. We will be able to see what people think about Chipotle's brand and our product through the imagery and words that blogs can have. So this brings us to our hashtag campaign, which Mike and I are really excited about. And we'll be able to use different social media platforms to express this campaign, including Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And within these platforms, we'll ask the question, "How fresh is your burrito?" and the hashtag fresher than a blank. I don't know if you guys heard the song, but it's a popular song where it says fresher than a, and with this campaign, we're thinking people can post this hashtag on Twitter or something, or personally, I was thinking posting a photo, maybe, I don't know, eating a burrito on the beach and saying hashtag fresher than a beach scene. Something, I don't know, being creative with it, having your users be creative, but also interacting with them at the same time. So, as you could see from the blog before, it was really unattractive looking. So this is what we think our blog should look like. Definitely link our Tumblr up with our blog, or just use Tumblr as an overall platform. And with this, you can incorporate pictures and incorporate what's important today. And not only can you incorporate what's important today, this will also start conversations. As you can see from the photo on the right, with the arrow, there's a guy skydiving, and while he was skydiving, he was eating Chipotle. And with the caption, "This guy ate Chipotle while skydiving." So a conversation could be, "Where's the craziest place you'd ever eat your Chipotle?" And we could also incorporate our hashtag and frame, "How fresh is your burrito? Fresher than a..."
So that being said, we also want to better our Snapchat game. A lot of companies really utilize their Snapchats in creative ways with different filters and using them in different locations and not only the restaurants themselves. Chipotle has tested using a Snapchat before with the account Chipotle Snaps, but it never really took off and they never really came back to it. We believe that using these Snapchat stories and filters to show the audience just how fresh the food is, not only while it's being prepared, but while it's being eaten, will really increase our social media awareness on this platform. We want these consumers to show us where they're eating Chipotle, using these filters, sharing with friends how delicious and fresh their meal looks. And by sharing with friends how delicious and fresh their meal looks, we can bring in more people, not only on Snapchat, but into the restaurants themselves. Another tactic we have is to improve our Twitter presence with this new hashtag. Now, as you mentioned already, we currently have over 800,000 followers on Twitter. And it's not that we're doing bad on there, but we can go from good to great with this hashtag. This will also be able to help us face the criticism from the E. coli breakout by responding to tweets that have both a positive and negative connotation to them. Another tactic we have is to increase our Facebook performance. And similar to Twitter, our Facebook's already doing so well with tons and tons of likes and followers. But one thing to keep in mind with Facebook is that people go to Facebook to be informed. They want to hear the information, they want to cut right to the chase, and they don't want to sit around waiting for information to come to them. As you can see in this graph here, Facebook's very popular not only amongst all millennials, but it's pretty almost evenly cut between young millennials that still use Facebook and the older group of millennials that still use Facebook. This is why Facebook is such an important platform for us, because we target both these groups that we're trying to bring into our restaurant. In terms of what our Facebook has already, we have a store locator page, an events page, photos from different locations at different restaurants, and food. We allow comments from customers sharing their experience, or similar to Twitter, telling us maybe a negative experience they had so that we can talk to them about it. And most importantly, we provide important information about the company itself. That being said, there's a new way we can utilize Facebook in an even more fun way, and that's to utilize Facebook Live. This is a new feature that's become very popular over the last year or so, and how it works is you're able to stream live, similar to Periscope, wherever you are, whenever you want, and also, most importantly, you can do it off a phone, which is great. By using Facebook Live, Chipotle can show workers making the fresh food, talking with customers, even interviewing customers and workers, showing just how clean the restaurants are and what the fresh food looks like on the camera of an iPhone or a Samsung. And showing our new menu items or deals would be a new way of promotion that not many other food companies are doing.
Our next tactic is entertain with Instagram. I think we can all agree that Instagram is the platform that you can express yourself the most with, and also use visual marketing. I'm personally a visual learner, so I really like seeing things more than reading. So Instagram is great for people like me. And with Instagram, we can post short clips of healthy food being made. Post pictures of the food using Instagram's numerous filters and editing tools will help people express themselves and sell the product through visuals. We can also show our personality with comical captions. A picture is worth 1,000 words. As you can see in this Instagram photo that we took, they had a really catchy, humorous caption, "Haters haterin', we're just catering." And they are being humorous, but they're also showing that they not only are a restaurant, but a catering company as well. And this is something we're really excited about as well. And with Instagram, you're able to film 60-second videos making a delicious meal. And as you can see in the video on the left, Chipotle tried making a video, but it's like 4 minutes long. It's not really exciting. It's boring. Take a minute for you to just look at this real quick. It's just not that exciting.
Yeah, one thing that's interesting about this is that you actually physically will not see food in front of you until 30 seconds into the video, which is something that younger millennials really will not like to see, because it has been noted through different research and things like that millennials do have a shorter attention span than any other generation. And similar to Facebook, they want this information right away, right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely what Mike said. And so with everything he said, the best way to do this is have videos similar to tasty videos. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're just, again, 60-second clips that are on Instagram and Twitter even. So not only can they do this on Instagram, they can do this to Twitter, but once the video comes, sorry, it's a little commercial.
Quick ad.
It shows that it's really fun. There's fun music and it's fast-paced, which is, like Mike said, I don't know what it is, like 30, I don't know how many seconds our attention span is, but it's not a lot. So you really need to get your point across in 60 seconds, and the way to do that is with these videos. It'd be cool just to have this video of fast-paced wrapping up the burrito, even, I don't know, a lot of stuff for each meal, even a new meal item. That's how you could represent it.
And there's a lot of different food companies that are doing this already, that have partnered with Tasty, who's the company that started these videos, which are really cool and innovative. And they're taking advantage of what the target market loves to see, and it's that quick information while also showing how fresh the food is. Lastly, we want to continue our creativity on YouTube. YouTube is one of the platforms that Chipotle is excelling on, especially compared to the rest of their competition. With over 80,000 subscribers, their closest competitor is Taco Bell with around 70,000, but after that, the competition has under 10,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube. Chipotle has posted several different videos with diverse content. For example, their Ingredients Reign campaign, where they take some of the most unpopular ingredients, including avocados, cheese, tomatoes, beans, as you can see on the screen, and turning them into characters and showing just how important they are in reigning this food community. And while they may be fun, most importantly, they are still informative. So in summation, we really want to target our audience through these social media platforms and continue to excel in the ones that we're already excelling on and working on the ones that maybe we aren't already. We want to represent our brand in a fun way while also showing off this fresh image and making sure that people know what Chipotle is all about.
Through everything Mike just said, we're really hoping that we'll be able to regain the trust of our clients and maintain a healthy image.